His name is Anthony Booz. A Harriet Tubman historian confirms to the I-Team he is in fact a relative of the famed conductor of the Underground Railroad, fighting to keep his Baltimore home that has been in his family for half a century.
There's history right here in Maryland, and every day you see them, but you never know who they are.
Anthony says his mother, Dorothy, who has passed away, was a great-great-niece of Tubman and left her Liberty Heights Avenue home to him. When the city notified Anthony that his house is going to tax sale, he desperately made a GoFundMe page to try and save it, including his famous lineage.
You wanted people to know you were the real thing.
Yes.
In real trouble.
Yes.
In May, Baltimore City sold more than 7,600 liens, including Anthony's, bringing in $22 million of revenue that taxpayers owed. Anthony owed more than $4,300 for a delinquent water bill and property taxes the city bundled together.
Each one is a separate bill. How can you do that and expect for somebody to live?
We brought the plight of Anthony Booz to State Delegate Mary Washington, a critic of the tax sale process.
His ancestor paid the ultimate price time and time again for so many of our ancestors. It is a crime.
Dan Ellis of Neighborhood Housing Services calls tax sales demoralizing and confusing.
We've had people come in who have their house already packed up and in boxes. We've had people come in who are 2 days before a final sale and don't understand that they're about to lose their home.
An investor bought Anthony's lien back in May, and the longer he waits to pay what's known as the redemption amount, the more he will owe in interest and legal fees. If he doesn't pay, he loses the house, his only real asset.
By the grace of God, there was an angel.
Unsolicited, a former neighbor of Anthony's, who asked not to be identified, paid the entire amount he owed, liberating him in the spirit of Harriet Tubman.
Everyday people who contribute to the quality of life and now the history of our state can have this happen to them.
I spoke with the neighbor who paid Anthony's debt. She said, "I'm not rich, but I can share, especially with a good friend." She also told me that someone did that for her when she almost lost her house to a tax sale. The city finance director, who declined an on-camera interview, said he has never heard of this happening before. Donna?